The gentleman from Alabama, Mr. Moore.
Oh, I think I guess I'm next. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thanks to all the witnesses for being here today. I've said it before and I'll say it again, violent criminals don't care if you're Republican or Democrat, male or female. We should all be able to agree that owning a firearm puts you on better footing when it comes to defending yourself. I have 2 daughters and a wife. They all have concealed carries in Alabama, but they're here in D.C. a lot, and I don't want them to be caught in a situation where they cannot defend themselves, especially given the astronomical rise in violent crimes here in this city. Yet D.C. is one of the hardest places to get a gun if you actually follow the law. It's not very hard for criminals, but it's very difficult for law-abiding citizens. So, Ms. Alcazar, I want to start with my first question for you. What are the consequences for individuals' safety in areas with strict gun control laws, like here in D.C.?
Well, I can say from personal experience, I'm someone that travels across the nation, and it is very disheartening to go from one state to the next and then not be able to have a tool for protection in that state because of their different laws. National reciprocity would be a huge win for us on that account because there are so many of us that do travel, whether it's seeing family, whether it's a job requirement or otherwise. I think that that's a huge detriment to the law-abiding citizens, especially someone like me as a mom who wants to make sure that the rest of my family is safe no matter where we go.
And let me compliment you. I appreciate you not playing the victim. I think that it was great that you took ownership and kind of said, hey, I'm going to defend my life, my children's lives as well. And so, Ms. Wittrall, is that how you say that? In what ways might strict gun control laws inadvertently put women in disadvantages against an attacker?
Well, anytime if you have a concealed carry and there's a waiting period, like Ms. Solomon mentioned, that waiting period for me, when I didn't have a concealed carry license, when that person was trying to kill me, and the waiting period to take the class, that was very detrimental. I didn't know if I was going to make it because I had no way to defending myself. And I understand the criminals have a way of breaking the law. That my abuser was going to do the ultimate. He wanted to kill me. He actually was trying to buy plastic explosives, which are illegal, and I had no way to defend myself. I didn't have a concealed carry weapons license. I lived each day wondering if that would be my last day. So the laws need to empower the victims because the ones that are trying to control the abuser are not working. The restraining order does not work. Red flag laws do nothing but they cause me more of a problem because anyone that wants to can disarm me with no valid reason.
Ms. Solomon, I'll ask you this question. How can a firearm be a deterrent for a potential attacker?
If you, as a woman, as a trained woman, and you have a firearm, it de-escalates the situation. But if you are trained responsibly, you will understand that that firearm only comes out and used as a last resort. So that's why we talk about responsible firearm ownership. It's not, I'm just going to use this firearm to threaten. This is to empower yourself. This is to protect yourself in the event they want to harm and kill you.
You know, and I've often asked, if there was a gun law that we could pass that would actually, do away with gun violence, I'm sure we'd all agree to pass it, but usually it just makes everybody victims who are actually law-abiding citizens. So I thank you again, for all the witnesses for being here. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I'll yield back.